From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Fresh produce is something all of us need, but some of us struggle to afford it. One Montana agriculture family has been doing something about that for years.
Cohen's credibility under attack in Trump's criminal trial. I'm Jared Hill with the latest on the cross-examination and why Trump won't be in court today.
I'm Tom Buchanan out here at Boulder Creek with the Montana DNRC, who's utilizing drone and LiDAR technology. I'll have the details.
I'm MTN's Heaven Van out and about in Livingston, and today I'll be checking out the local live performance scene.
Alrighty, it is 6 o'clock on this Friday morning. Jay McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. Beautiful sunrise.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite things about the springtime. I mean, sunrise is what, 5:55 or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's crazy early compared to what we've been dealing with all winter long. So it's nice to get some sunshine. It's a little tough to get sleep.
Yesterday was a little rough
And,
for me personally to try to go to bed.
Like if you have kids, you draw those curtains real tight because you don't want them waking up too early.
Kind of pillows in between your ears.
Yeah, that's right. Temperatures this morning into the 30s and 40s for most of the area. 38 in Belgrade, 37 in West Yellowstone. Spotty shower chances today. That's part of the story. The other part of the story is the fact that we're going to see wind gusts anywhere between 25 and 45 miles an hour through the day today. So it is going to be a windy one for sure. It is gorgeous out this morning. You're looking outside on our Bozeman iCam on the MSU campus. Windy conditions, isolated showers, maybe an occasional rumble of thunder. That's another gorgeous shot there as we're seeing the snow-capped mountains highlighted by the sun. We're going to talk about what the weekend has in store, a bit cooler next week. Your complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, fresh produce is something all of us need, but some of us struggle to afford it. One Montana agriculture family has been doing something about that for years. MTN's Haley Monaco takes us to the King family farm.
In a little less than a month, this area at South Park will be transformed into a farmer's market every Thursday, offering fresh, local, and affordable fruits and vegetables.
As Clint King preps his garden for another season of selling produce, he always remembers who started it all.
Our son actually started it in 2009 when we moved out here.
His son, John, saw an advertisement for the Healthy by Design Gardeners Market and wanted to get involved. So he created King Family Farms.
I retired from my state job in 2017 just to help him. Well, that winter, December 28th, he was killed in a car wreck right here at the Lockwood on-ramp.
But King Family Farms continued as a tribute to the one who started it all.
For John's sake, just to, he kind of earned it. He had a good thing going. And
while the produce in this garden changes slightly each year, prices have not, something much appreciated at the Healthy by Design Gardeners Market.
Meeting the needs of our community and bringing fresh and affordable and accessible produce to our community.
Going into their 14th season, the Gardeners Market, starting June 13th at South Park on Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m., encourages vendors to accept SNAP and women, infants, and children benefits.
We also want every farmer to have the WIC sign posted.
We encourage everyone to come down and check it out regardless of your needs.
For many years now, WIC participants have had the option to receive WIC Farmers Market checks.
Families active in WIC can receive $30 per eligible person for the summer to purchase fresh produce. Yellowstone County WIC serves about 2,500 people.
Provides them the opportunity to buy from our local farmers.
one of the most rewarding parts of it is those young ladies with the WIC program, because 99.9% of them truly appreciate it.
Food not only feeding folks, but fueling hearts as well. In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Haley. Now, former President Donald Trump's ex-attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen, was back on the stand in Trump's hush money trial, facing cross-examination on Thursday. Now, he's going to be facing more questions on Monday for the fourth day, and closing arguments are expected likely early next week. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more on the trial from New York.
Former President Donald Trump closely watched as his defense team questioned Michael Cohen about his criminal history and history of lies, attempting to undermine Cohen's testimony. Cohen admitted to lying under oath.
Last time I appeared before Congress, I came to protect Mr. Trump. Today, I am here to tell the truth.
The defense also played audio from Cohen's podcast.
You better believe I want this man to go down and rot inside for what he did to me and my family.
The trial appears to be drawing closer to a conclusion.
The more that the defense spends cross-examining Michael Cohen, the more I think this really is their case and their theory, which is if you don't believe Michael Cohen, if you think he lied, then don't convict.
Trump has denied he did anything wrong as he faces 34 felony counts. As he remains under a gag order, Trump was again joined at the courthouse by congressional Republicans.
This is a kangaroo court, pure and simple.
Their appearance drew condemnation from some House Democrats.
You missed some votes. Yeah, you weren't here. You didn't show up for votes.
The trial will take a break today to allow Trump to attend his son Barron's high school graduation in Florida. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
And the former president will also headline a GOP fundraising dinner in Minnesota tonight. He could still take the stand in his own defense, but sources tell CBS News that's unlikely to happen. Now, a little bit closer to home, continuing our look at candidates for Montana Western Congressional District. This morning, we're going to meet a Bozeman man running on the Libertarian ticket. MTN's Kristen Merkel introduces us to Dennis Hayes.
Because all the corruption that's in this government and in the court system, the Forest Service, the BLM, there's just too much corruption and too much stealing American taxpayers' money.
Libertarian congressional candidate Dennis Hayes from Tulsa, Oklahoma, is running for a spot in Congress to investigate what he believes is corruption from several organizations and government entities.
I'm going in to start investigating the Forest Service. I want to investigate the BLM. I want to investigate the court system because I've been to court on this and I've seen how corrupt the court systems are. And even with the illegals and stuff, this government is giving our money away to illegals and to different countries, and they don't have the right to do that.
He says his campaign strategy is all word of mouth.
Free publicity. I'm on Social Security, don't have any money. I've had people wanting me to run, so that's why I'm running, because I'm a small miner. And I've been having problems with the Forest Service on their corruption and the corruption of the BLM.
The primary election for Congress is on June 4th. In Bozeman, Kristen Merkel, MTN News.
The Libertarian ballot also has Ernie Noble listed as a candidate. Now, we were scheduled to interview him, but he did not show and has yet to return our phone calls. Election website Ballotpedia has him listed as unofficially withdrawn, but the Montana Secretary of State's office says he is not withdrawn through its office. Now, water rights and water policy are big topics of conversation here in Montana. MTN's Tom Buchanan followed along with the DNRC as they used new technology to help gain a better understanding of the bodies of water that weave their way through the landscape.
I'm out here at Boulder Creek, where the Montana DNRC is utilizing drone and LiDAR technology in order to have a more accurate understanding of water flow.
The advantage of using LiDAR versus photogrammetry is the LiDAR unit can see through vegetation. And so being water resources and working around streams, there's lots of trees and vegetation around streams.
David Saba, hydrologist with the Montana DNRC, and his team were out at Boulder Creek on Wednesday using their drone to capture imagery of nearly 200 acres and 1 mile of creek. The drone uses photographs and LiDAR technology to create a topographical map of the area. The LiDAR technology uses a laser that bounces between the earth and the drone to help create the map.
And then by doing this, by creating these models, we will better be able to answer that question of how much water is actually flowing on any given day, any given hour.
The first time they used this LiDAR drone technology was in September of last year. The results were so good, they knew they could not go back to previous methods and technology. This is one of dozens of sites that the DNRC crew hopes to map. The Boulder Creek site has a gauging station that measures water height, which helps the DNRC understand how much water is flowing. Creating these maps helps add extra information to what is gathered from these types of gauges. All this information can help to better manage water rights and create better policies.
Water is a precious resource in Montana, and by better understanding how much is available at any given time and better predicting how much will be available any given year, we can make better decisions on how to use water.
The DNRC will still have to use GPS surveying equipment to manually assess the depth of the river, because drones that have that sort of LiDAR technology are currently cost prohibitive.
Reporting from Cardwell, Tom Buchanan, MTN News.
And MTN's Heaven Van is out and about in Livingston this week to check out the local live performance scene. She's going to give us a sneak peek at the Blue Slipper Theater's performance of I and You.
Livingston's Blue Slipper Theater will be showcasing themes of life, death, and cosmic existence, all in their last performance of I and You this weekend.
I and You is written by a really awesome playwright named Lauren Gunderson. I would say the shortest version is it's about two teenagers getting together to work on a Walt Whitman essay, an assignment for school. But it's very much about them slowly starting to connect, really being opposite types at first, and us learning a lot about like human nature and human connection.
Sarah Sherman is the director of the show. She has a background in film, but I and You is the first theater performance she's had the opportunity to direct. She says the community has been very welcoming of her into the art scene.
The culture here, I'll give a shout out to Livingston because it's where I live, but Bozeman as well, is so supportive of the arts. It's really beautiful.
This comedic, intimate drama portrays the strange beauty of human connectedness through themes of love, youth, and even chronic illness. Sarah gives credit to the actors for their depiction of the roles.
We've spent about 6 weeks really just focusing and working very intensely on like, how present can you be with each other? How much can you strip this material down? How grounded can we be? How truthful can we be? And our actors, Gabe Torman and Tammy Renner, have just risen to the occasion so beautifully.
And for literature fans, the writing of Walt Whitman is cleverly intertwined into the story's plot. Sarah says,
I feel like it substitutes language for the characters at times that they can't necessarily come up with themselves, and so they open the book and they read a weird passage. But by the end of the play, we see that like the themes they're discussing really are relevant to kind of what happens with them.
For a heartfelt story with some emotional twists, you'll want to see this show. The last performances of I and You will be May 17th through the 19th. Visit our website for more details. In Livingston, Heaven Van, MTN News.
Should be a good time over in Livingston. Now, speaking of a heartfelt story with some emotional twists, we shared this story a couple of days ago. Down in California, a mountain lion hit by a car, stranded on the side of the road. They genuinely didn't know if it was going to make it. It was just lying there for hours. A team from the Humane Society of San Diego went to the rescue, picked it up, and the best thing, they documented so much of it. This is them grabbing it, taking it to their veterinary hospital.
Yeah.
It's incredible, Matt, the work that these men and women have done.
They were able to patch him up and get him back out.
I mean, he had a fractured jaw, he had broken teeth, he had road rash just all over his body. But the hardworking people there down in San Diego, they were able to get him doctored up, monitored him for a little bit of time, you know, just to make sure things were going in the right direction, his vitals and everything like that. And eventually, they were able to fit him with a nice little collar.
Yeah.
And then eventually, they were able to take him to where they truly belong, out in the wild.
That's
so
good.
It's pretty incredible stuff.
I love it.
I do too. I think it's really cool the hard work those animal activists and humanitarians do for those
That's
those
good
things
stuff.
out there. Now, we're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, we're going to have all your headlines, a look at that forecast, and Jonathan Buehring has some news from the Capitol.
I'm Jonathan Amberian in Helena. Montana's likely to have another set of hotly contested races for seats on the state Supreme Court. I'll have a closer look at the three candidates who are running to become Montana's next Chief Justice.